Hello. There are many conversations today in the world around the aspect of leadership, and this has been the case for many decades. And you'll ask yourself, why? Why are there many conversations around leadership that keep on coming every day and every day? I think the simple answer to it is that leadership is an aspiration. Leadership is not a destination. And many of us as leaders, especially those who are coming in and so on, they come in with this expectation that they are leaders, that leadership is a destination. But the reality is it's not a destination. It's an aspiration that each one of us drives to improve our levels, our skills, our mindsets every day, in the different positions, in the different situations, in the different orientations that we find ourselves in. So today I want to talk about the 5 critical mindsets that as a leader you need to develop that will help you in terms of connecting with your people. And I hope it will be very beneficial for you. So the first mindset that you need to develop as a leader is the influence mindset. And of course, many leaders, when they come to different positions of authority, they actually influence people as a result of the authority of their positions. And this is where we need to move from authority to actually look beyond it, look beyond authority to influence beyond authority. And that's what we drive as an organization in terms of helping leaders to understand that they can actually influence beyond authority. So how do you influence beyond authority? And the critical aspect here is for you to understand how to value people. John Maxwell says that value people every day. Look for people to value every day. Find ways to value people every day. I think that's one of the critical components, the foundational aspect of you moving from authority, influencing beyond authority. It's for you to start seeing people every day and find ways of valuing them. Find people to value them. And that's how you'll be able to now start developing your influence mindset beyond the authority of your position. The second mindset is diversity mindset. And many of us leaders, sometimes we put our strengths, our thoughts, our energy as the SI unit for the rest of the teams that we lead. That we are basing ourselves as the standard measure of how our teams needs to drive their energy, drive their focus, drive their strength. And that's more of a selfish angle to look at it. Because when you have a diversity mindset, you understand that each and every member of your team has different capabilities, they have different thoughts, they have different strengths that they bring to the table. So the critical issue here is, how do you tap the different mindsets, different thoughts, the different capabilities of people within your team, and not making yourself as the SI unit for that. And I can share some 3 ways. Is number 1 is look beyond yourself. Look beyond yourself. Don't put yourself as the SI unit. Look for the 1% that you concur with each of your team member and expound it to 99%. And develop an appreciative focus. Develop to be a person who is appreciative. Pick out the positive things in your team members, and that's how you come out and actually develop your diversity mindset. Number 3 is connecting mindset. And this is actually moving from communicating to actually connecting. Because many of us as leaders, we communicate. And communication, in most cases, you find that we communicate because we want to pass a message. We communicate because we want to share something, but we are not connecting with our team. And that's why most of our communications are not implemented, or if they're implemented, they are not implemented in the right way. So how do you shift from communicating just for purposes of communicating to communicating for connection? And this is very critical. And number 1 is be available. Be available for people. Be available for your team. For you to be able to connect with them, be available for them. Is be an active listener. Be an active listener. Pay attention to them. Listen to them. Listen to the ideas that they bring on the table. Then you find ways of engaging with them better and develop humility as a leader. Stay back, be humble enough to allow new ideas. Be open enough to allow you yourself to actually get new ideas from your team. And that's how you develop the connecting mindset. The other mindset is the inspirational mindset, and many of us is as leaders, we are discouraging unconsciously. And I know if you ask many leaders, they'll tell you that I'm inspirational. This I have some form of inspiration, and which is true. That somehow as leaders, there is some form of inspiration that we give to our teams. But you find that the reality is the perception that our team has on us, if you ask them critically, it could be that that in most instances you are discouraging because of the way you show up. So how do you develop to be this inspirational person? Understand and focus on people. Have high expectations of yourself and the people around you. But also most important is for you to lead the way. So if you have high expectation, lead the way consistently. And the last one is for you to be confident in yourself, but also be confident in others. I mean, John Maxwell says that a leader is the one who knows the way, shows the way, and lead the way. So develop that inspirational mindset. And the last mindset that you need to develop is the curious mindset. And this is moving from apathy to inquisitive. How then do you ensure that you engage with your team in a way that there's some curiosity, that you're able to question, challenge expectations, challenge the status quo, and actually model the same way into your team in terms of challenging the status quo, giving feedback to each other in an open, respectful way. And this is what we then how you develop your curious mindset as a leader. So one of the ways that you can be able to improve on this, number one, is be open to listen. Be open to listen to others around you. Be vulnerable enough to ask for feedback. Be vulnerable enough to actually seek for help. And be aware of yourself and your experience and the challenges that you have. And also allow your team members to actually express the same. So these are the 5 mindsets for you to develop in order to connect with your team well. And I hope it will be able to add value to you. So have the influence mindset, have the diversity mindset, connecting mindset, inspirational mindset, and curious mindset. And this is what will help you connect and develop a high-performing team as a leader. Thank you very much. My name is Coach Gilbert. I'm the CEO of Ascent Leadership Group, and I hope I've added value to you in this episode.